All right, I've been Coin Chess and Wine here. It is Friday, November 5th, 2010. Uh, I know the market is still open right now, but I want to do a quick video to just give you my thoughts on the Qqqq ETF, or the Qs, which is basically the actively traded ETF for the NASDAQ Composite Index. Just technology, lots of technology and high growth names in there. And you can see in the daily chart that obviously we've got a pretty firmly established uptrend here above the rising 20 and 50-day moving averages, and these longer term moving averages down here, the 100, 150, and 200-day, are all starting to turn up here, and we've got quite a bit of distance now between price and the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. So that's always something to make note of. But I think in the whole, on the whole, we just got a very powerful uptrend here, and anyone who's tried to fight it really has suffered, unfortunately, a lot of pain trying to fight this powerful trend. You can see off of the April highs, we came down here this summer, made an inverted head and shoulders bottom, and that resolved sharply to the upside. Now, what I'd like to do is walk you through the weekly chart here. And this will take, especially back to this relationship to 2007 and 2008 versus now. There's an old Wall Street adage that price has memory. And what all that means is that once you get back to the spot of a pretty dramatic bottom or top, you're likely to be faced with market players who recall the trauma suffered by getting caught leaning the wrong way at a major market top or a major market bottom. And I think, when in terms of resistance, it's called overhead supply here. And this past April, when the Qs made a major top here along with the major market, as I'm highlighting here, you can see this light blue line here that precisely dealt with the resistance found in May and June of 2008. That was that post Bear Stearns rally that we had here, and also back in the summer of 2007 when we actually that was the first time we really felt some real nasty. One of the first times we saw some real nasty glimpses of the bear market that was to come here, and you can see that resistance felt neatly along this line, right around 50. Around $50 a share here on the Qs. Now, ever since then, like I said, we've come down from April. We scalloped out a bottom all summer basically, and now we've really rocket shipped higher here. I mean, this is just especially in the weekly, you can see how impressive a run it's been. And what's happening now is we're closing in. Surprisingly, I mean shockingly almost, while the S&P 500 still coming to terms with that June and July 2008 resistance, which I think is anywhere from 1230 to 1300 in the S&P, the Qs are all of a sudden closing in on their 2007 highs, the major top in October of 2007. So it's basically at 55 or so, right above 55 is that major 2007 top, although we did spend a lot of time in the 54 range. And today, we actually this week, I should say, we did come awfully close to hitting 54. I believe we hit 53.86 on the Qs here. So we're very close to hitting that 2007 resistance. And I think the basic idea is that after a very sharp run like this, we did take out this previous support resistance level, excuse me. So that is significant. But I think the idea is that we have another major resistance level about 10 to 12% higher here at 55, about 10% higher really at the 55 level. And I think the basic idea is that the first time we touch it here, it's probably going to be a situation where the bulls run into some solid, strong supply here, and it's going to take an awful lot to just plow through that level. And I know sentiment has changed. Everyone's talking about the Federal Reserve policy and how stocks simply cannot go down. I just want to remind you that there's always going to be a compelling theme whenever you get to a major market top or major market bottom. I'm not so sure that this is a major market top, but I think we could easily be closing in on a short or intermediate term market top, where I think we've successfully seen all the bears and underinvested bulls kind of capitulate, throw in the towel, and start chasing stocks higher. And that is probably precisely when you want to start layering out of your positions, like I'm doing, and even if you don't go short, kind of developing a more neutral stance with a heavy cash position.